Hey y'all, it's Dana, your friendly neighborhood wildlife biologist. Hey, if he can save me, he can save you. Well, I'm going to do some other work today, but one of the things I do is beaver trap. And I know a lot of y'all have culverts, and those beavers pack up those culverts. And there's a thing called a Clemson pond leveler. And well, I've used them, I've seen them, and what I've seen happen is the silt a lot of times clogs that Clemson pond leveler. They work really good for a while, but I've seen many cases where I've had to dig them out because they've got leaves and everything into them. So what I did with this landowner, and I've helped him with his beaver problem for years, but we have a big creek and that drains into here. Luckily this year has been very dry, so I could get down in here. There's the old beaver run. But I built this. It looks like a crazy contraption in front of this culvert. So I have wire, these are cattle panels. They're big. I don't use these for hog trapping, and I'll tell y'all why later. Yeah, they're 4-foot cattle panels. But I got this contraption that goes around the edge. I made a little V in front of it, like that, so the beavers can't get in here. So here's how beaver biology, they build dams. So they grab mud and they push it. So they're constantly pushing mud up, and they either into the culvert or in front. So with this crazy looking contraption and all these different angles, the beavers can't just push mud and sticks up. Now, what the beavers may do is start in this edge and go around to that edge. But it gives me time to work with them, and they got to push a lot of mud to get that high enough to flood their swamp again. So this swamp is only wet when you have a lot of rain, and in Alabama this year we've had very, very little rain. So I've got an angle right there where the beavers want to build. They got to go up here and up to that front and push mud. Well, they can't because they don't have enough to get in there, and they got this little area, or they have to go around that side and try to push mud. So the only thing they can do is start way out and push mud. And if they do that, I'll come deal with them. But this keeps that landowner. I mean, I've gone in that culvert with mud halfway up to it and had to dig it out by hand. I've blown it before when I was with the USDA, but it was a constant issue. And even if I removed all the beavers, more would come back because it's a prime place. So this is just a little contraption that you can try. It works for me. I haven't had any beaver issues yet, but it's been dry. But I come by here all the time. But the one thing they cannot do is, because of this first little V, they cannot do is get into the culvert, and beavers will not go on the backside of the culvert and push in because the water flow is going that way. And beavers don't go from the other side in. Now, there's always statistical outliers, always. But this gives me time to where if I'm not down here for a few months, they're just not going to build that dam overnight, or a new dam way out there. So this is just a little, I just got them wrapped around. It looks crazy, it looks weird, but what I did is I looked at what a beaver can and cannot do naturally, and I built something to where they have to work a lot harder. And if they come back in here, I can deal with them. But one thing the landowner likes here is they can't just clog the culvert. So if you got culverts and you got a constant beaver issue, and trapping looks like heck, I can't keep up with the trapping because it's a constant flow, try this. Hey, it works for me. It does what I needed to do. So I appreciate you. Dana Johnson, In His Name Outdoors, your friendly neighborhood biologist. I hope you enjoyed this little video of something else I've learned, just my years and years and years walking through the woods. Thank you. You have a good day now. Appreciate it. Bye. Oh, subscribe to my channel if you want to just learn neat little stuff. Never going to sell anything to you. Just going to try to educate you a little bit. Okay, bye.